check, testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. It's time once again, baby. Another episode of this old outboard coming right at you.
Alright, finally got the starter in. You wouldn't believe what I had to go through. But first, little donation shout out. Jason S. Thank you, Jason. Michael D. Thank you, Michael. Stephen B. Mosquito, get out of here. Thanks, Stephen. And Frank S. Thanks, Frankie baby. I'm going to tell you what, like I said before, very humbling. You know, never expected, you know. Anyway, thanks again, guys. Really appreciate you making things much quicker. And what can I say? Very humbling. Thank you again. So, you would not believe what I went through to get this. Chasing the mailman, the manager, the guy came and delivered it, and nobody was here at the office to take it. And this was the third attempt, I think it was. You know, I was going to paint this thing, but I think I might just leave it the gray. He comes to deliver. Nobody here to take the delivery. Actually, it was supposed to be coming in that morning. And nothing. No box, nothing. I'm like, where's my stuff? I'm watching the tracking number daily, hourly, practically. So I come back, check the tracking number, and it changed the time from 9:30 in the morning around there to 11:30 to 1:30. Start freaking out. So I call everybody up and everything. Oh man, yeah, what a day. You know, 2 days behind now because of the mail situation. Get my starter switch on, baby. I'm gonna put my ground wire up here. I need a short piece of fuel line. Let me dig something up here. All right, baby, let's get some water in the tanky wanky. Man, I can't believe it. It's finally. Okay, got my fuel line on. Starter button hooked up. Fuel tank connected. I primed it up. It's not leaking anywhere. I've got to manually do the choke because I got no chokety dokety button here. And let's fire it up. Oh no! Oh shit! I filled up the tank and I left the valve open. All the water drained out. I'm telling you, man, the whole thing with the mail, frazzled, actually 3 days behind now. Freaking got water everywhere already. That's alright. I put this strap on here to keep it from moving around so the prop don't hit the tank. We ready to go, man. Get some water in there. Damn. Alright, tank is full. I'm going to choke it pretty good because I want it to kind of get juiced up in there, you know, lubed up, let's say. Chokey wokey. Here we go. I didn't like the sound of that starter. It's new old stock, brand new. Still making that weird noise. Not like the other one though. Let me put a little shot, a little WD on here. That's the other thing too. I don't have any controls hooked up, so I got no fast start. I can kind of simulate it. Why is this freaking starter making this noise? Man, that's not cool. Jesus, it's worse than the old one. The guy advertised it brand new, never been used, new old stock. Again. Cannot believe that's what's going on here. I may not be getting spark because I'm using this. No, I think it is sparking. A little smoke in the air. Unless I flooded the hell out of it. I'm gonna pull a plug. Let's see. Pull the plug, see what the plug, if it's wet or dry. Well, pretty dry. Pretty dry. Why ain't I getting any gas in there? Unbelievable. I can't. Sounds like a wounded frickin' moose. Do I have my pump fuel lines backwards again? No. What is going on? Should be firing up by now. Well, I'm not getting any gas. Let me check for spark here. Something's not right. All right, everything is hooked up for spark test. Yeah, super strong spark. I'm gonna take the cover off, see what's going on. There's fuel right there. There's fuel in here. That's the problem. I'm not getting the fast start that I need. Now it's moving a little bit. Try it again here. Look, there's gas filling right up in here. Man, I can't take that noise. There's gas pouring out. Why isn't it getting sucked into the motor? Now I gotta get in touch with this guy over the starter. I'm not paying for a starter that sounds like that. When I choke it, fuel's coming out. Alright, let me think this over, figure this out. So yeah, I think it's my fast start, not forward enough. So I was over there pumping the damn throttle linkage and it popped. I got to put some tape on the pee hole so it pees down into the bucket, not all over the ground. And get the fan going. And do some adjustments. I'm going to put this cover back on because it's so freaking loud. This place is like a morgue. See these carburetors too, they're set. There's no no adjustments at all. No idle adjustments, nothing. Everything is set. You can't touch nothing. So yeah, my pee hole hose has a freaking hole in it. So let me get that fixed. I know the camera just died. I don't know where I left off, but not a biggie. So it's not the hose that's leaking, it's the friggin' gasket on the bottom of the exhaust cover. How in the hell did that get screwed up? But she sounds good. Unbelievable, man. How in the hell did that gasket, right here it's coming out on the bottom. I can even feel the gasket, there's two of them. How is that even possible? What, those aren't tight enough? Let me see if I can get in there and tighten those down. I mean, something, did I miss those? That's where I hand tightened everything there because I broke that one using the torque wrench. And it wasn't showing me any torque at all. And I kept turning it and turning it. And I'm like, what's going on here? Then as soon as I got a little bit of torque on it, it just went tink and snapped. So I didn't want to do the rest of them and have anything like that happen. So let me get a wrench in there and see if I can tighten them damn things down. Something ain't, I mean, I've never seen anything like that in my life. I couldn't tighten, I couldn't do it, I couldn't get any turn on them. They're tight. Something got crimped or pinched or something. But she sounds great. I couldn't get a wrench on them. I couldn't get them, nothing. I even went around on these top ones too. I got them all super tight. I mean, it's just pouring right out of this corner. Like I said, I can see the gasket. You know, it's perfectly lined in there. I thought maybe it might have been these too. I went around and tightened these back up. You know, I got a little chick on them all. But I'm like, that ain't it. It's pouring out of this freaking thing, which means now I got to take the whole thing out and find out what happened. I remember it like it was yesterday. This goes on first, this goes on second, this goes on third. 2 gaskets and the cover. Anybody got any stop leak? I can't believe it. So you see the 2 gaskets. Right, you go around, you go down there, you come around down here. See how they are? And it's right here, it's just shooting out. It's coming in a downward, it's not coming out of here. I can check it again, but I'm pretty sure it's shooting out of this corner right here and just running down. Now this thing here is the new one. It's not beat up, although there were a couple of gouges, you know, trying to get this apart. But I'm 99.9% sure it's not this gasket, unless it got screwed up trying to get it on, because I was working on the other side. I don't think so. I think I can see it too. You can't see it behind that ridge. You can see it back there. Son of a gun, man. Oh well. It's the real life Saga, baby. It's the real life Saga. Alright, I believe I was wrong. I believe it is this gasket. Man. So, which that's going to be 10 times better than having to take this cover and everything off. You know, I put my finger up like this, up in there, and that's where it's coming from. It's shooting out, but it's looking like it's shooting down because it's hitting. Man, that was the worst thing, too, through the whole build, is that gasket, you know. Don't want to screw up that gasket, you know, put the pan on first. Was so careful. through the whole thing, and somehow it's screwed up. Or it's where I gouged it when I was trying to get the thing off the first time. But the gouge didn't look, you know, like it was going to make a difference. The gasket looked like it was going to fill any little nick or gouge. Yep, I can see it, boy. Big old, right there. See how it's opened up? That's where I was tapping the screwdriver in and stuff. See that big gap in there? Come on, camera. Why does this thing do that? See that big gap? Right there. See it in there? I wonder if that JB Weld exhaust will fill it in. Here's the piece here. And that would be right there. You can see where I beat on this thing. Or it's, you know, a little misshapen. Right there. She ready to come off, baby. There we go. Wow, my gasket still looks great. Ooh. Yeah, my gasket looks beautiful. Thank you, Outboard gods. Well, it's even wet in the back. Oh yeah, wow, I gouged it up worse than I thought. I never really took a look at it before. You see that right there? I can't believe that I did that much damage on it than the one in the back here. Right there. It's not quite as bad. It wasn't pouring out of there like it was pouring out of here. And I'm not tearing this thing apart. It's going to be fixed just like this. Somehow, some way. Man, you know, when I was doing it, trying to get this thing, and it was all because that stud back there. I totally forgot about that nut holding that stud on. I'm beating the hell out of it. Why won't it come off? I gotta come up with some idea here. Alright, we'll figure it out.
Thanks again for tuning in to this week's episode of This Old Outboard. Follow the real life saga, one outboard at a time, baby. You never know what's gonna happen next. It's This Old Outboard, baby. You know the channel. Oh yeah, baby. Don't forget to subscribe.